Hello, Stallions. Welcome to the ARB News with your host, Natasha. Here is the news for this week. Let's start off the ARB News with E Squared.
Hello, this is E Squared with me, Edwin.
And me, Ezekiel.
Today in local news, there has been formed groups of bandits who go around stealing gas from gas stations. These robberies have occurred in southern LA, California. One Chevron Long Beach. The bandits use modified trucks with plastic gas tanks in order to steal the gasoline. They did this by ordering first the gasoline and then breaking the pump so it would continue to pump out. And then two other gas stations were hit in the LA area, including Wilmington. In Wilmington, the bandits stole around 5,000 gallons of diesel, which is worth around $30,000. And then around the country, there have also been reports of bandits drilling into tanks to steal the gasoline. On to the fun fact.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you raise the price. But on the flip side, did you guys know that there is a militant penguin in Norway that has earned the rank of brigadier? Brigadier Sir Niels Olav III is a king penguin who resides in a zoo in Scotland. He's the mascot of the Colonel-in-Chief of Norway's King Guard. The name Niels Olav is associated with the ranks that have been passed down through three penguins since 1972. The current holder being Niels Olav III. Niels is regarded very highly amongst the Norwegian guardsmen and has been received these honors and medals due to his outstanding service and good conduct. Somehow. I'm counting on seeing this guy in the war.
Now let's move on to the chisme that Brianna has for us.
Pete Davidson defends Kim Kardashian to text to Kanye West. Davidson's texts were in response to the videos West posted on his Instagram, which he called out Kim Kardashian for allowing their 8-year-old daughter North to post videos on TikTok.
UFC's Kevin Holland take down gunman in Houston restaurant shooting. UFC fighter Kevin Holland was purportedly one of the 3 people who helped subdue a gunman inside a raw sushi restaurant in Houston on Monday. TMZ Sports reported Tuesday the suspect fired a shot into the air after entering the restaurant before being disarmed by Holland and other individuals.
Fox News cameraman Pierre was killed on assignment covering the war in Ukraine. Pierre was reporting alongside Foreign Affairs correspondent Benjamin Hall when their vehicle was struck by fire.
The Grammys 2022 taking place live from the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas and hosted by Trevor Noah. The 64th Annual Grammy Awards will be broadcasted live on Sunday, April 3, 2022. The first Grammy performers revealed: Olivia Rodrigo, BTS, Billie Eilish, Brothers Osborne, Brandy Carlisle, Lil Nas X with Jack Harlow.
You know who we also need to know more about? Our staff. Let's get to know our staff.
My name is Montano. I am the resource officer here at ARB.
Do you enjoy working at ARB and why?
I do enjoy working here at ARB because I feel like I make an impact on the community and an impact on the students on the daily activity that they go throughout their daily lives.
What animal best represents you and why?
The tiger, because that's the year of when I was born, the year of the tiger, so I represent that I'm fierce and sometimes quiet, and I work alone a lot, so it pretty much describes who I am as a person.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where it would be?
It will be Switzerland. I've seen videos and pictures, and it looks really nice, and it's one of these nations that people say they're mostly happy where their lives are.
Is there someone you believe has had a big impact on your life?
Yes, my mom. She's my best friend, and she's always been my hero. So anything I've done in my life, she's been there and has helped me throughout my whole entire life, actually.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Yes, I do. Students that don't go to class and walk around all day.
If you could eat anything right now, what would it be?
Ooh, anything? I could go for some mariscos, like a shrimp cocktail, probably.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Have a good.
Now on to the upcoming sports for this week.
Good morning, Stallions. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to the baseball team. They are going to have their first game today against Animal Leadership. Good luck. The baseball team will also have another game tomorrow against Central City at 1:30 at Ross Snyder. Go show some support. The MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred announced that his league will cancel at least the first 2 series of 2022 season for each team due to the continued owner-mandated lockdown.
Here is the Stallion update. We're having COVID testing on Thursday, March 17th for green advisories, and we're having no school on Wednesday. For Thursday, we're having period 4, 5, 6, and Friday, period 1, 2, 3.
Stallions, next week we have an amazing event from March 21st to the 25th. We will have college and career fair during advisory class. Stay tuned for more details.
Let's go to the weather with Brian and Angel.
On Tuesday, we'll have a partly cloudy day with a high of 75 and a low of 54. On Wednesday, we'll have a partly cloudy day with a high of 77 and a low of 54. On Thursday, we'll have a partly cloudy day with a high of 77 and a low of 53. On Friday, we'll have a high of 77 and a low of 54. And on Saturday, we'll have a partly cloudy day with a high of 69 and a low of 52.
Fun fact of March 15th. Did you know that Hawaii moves 7.5 centimeters closer to Alaska every year? This is because the Earth's plate tectonics are constantly in motion.
Here are the shoutouts for this week.
Shout out to Miss Osorio for her birthday this past Saturday. Hope you had an amazing day from the leadership class. Also, shout out to my amazing leadership class for always bringing their A game to class from Miss Osorio. Shout out to Jasmine Abrahan, Arturo Abrahan, Vanessa Barrera, Emily Jarok, Franceli Lopez, Reina Manriquez, Francisco Ochoa, Axel Silva, Jose Tenorio, Leila Velasquez. Congratulations on getting accepted to CSUN. Shout out to Jasmine Abrahan, Vanessa Barrera, Emily Jarok, Stephanie Jaramillo, and Franceli Lopez for getting accepted to UC Riverside. Shoutouts to Jasmine Abrahan, Arturo Abrahan, Alexandra C., Brianna Aguilar, Valerie Chavez, Wise Crossman, Blanca Ibarra, Stephanie Jaramillo, Franceli Lopez, Reina Manriquez, Alejandra Martinez, Francisco Ochoa, Emerson Flores, Chris Paxter, Juan Soriano, Kimberly Flores, and Gabriela T. for getting accepted to CSU Dominguez Hills. Congratulations to everybody who got accepted to any colleges. If you got accepted to any UCs or CSUs or private schools, make sure to email them to Miss Aragon.
Last but not least, trivia.
It's trivia time. This week's question: who invented the Oreo cookies? Ruth Graves, Sam Porcello, Herman Lay, Charles Kretter. The answer is Sam Porcello. He was born May 23, 1935 and was an American food scientist who worked at Nabisco for 34 years. He worked as a teacher, which didn't work out, so he tried majoring in cosmetics when he found out he was colorblind. This led to him joining Nabisco, where he worked hard and traveled the world on search of ingredients for the Oreo cookie. The Oreo was not an original concept though, as the Sunshine Biscuits had released Hydrox cookies 4 years prior. But because of bad marketing, they went off the stocks, and so Nabisco took the opportunity to introduce the Oreos. Here's the actual question: who was the tallest person to live? Submit your responses to bunchynews2022@gmail.com.
Thank you for watching ARB News, brought to you by the Leadership Class of 2022.